Theme 8, Sports, Listening and Speaking, Part 1, page 101. 4. Listen to the interview and write the interviewer's questions.
Hello, I'm Mike Stone from the magazine Teen Life. We're conducting a survey about extreme sports this week. Do you have a few moments? Can you answer my questions?
Yes, of course.
What's your name?
I'm Claire.
Okay, Claire. Here's the first question. Are you interested in extreme sports?
Yes, I'm fond of extreme sports because I think they're exciting.
What extreme sports have you tried so far?
Well, I've tried surfing, paragliding, and snowboarding.
What's your favorite extreme sport?
I love paragliding. It's fascinating. When I go paragliding, I'm in seventh heaven. I feel really overjoyed.
When did you try it for the first time?
I went to Turkey on holiday 2 years ago. I was in Fethiye, a town on the southwest coast. While I was on the beach in Ölüdeniz, I saw lots of paragliders in the sky. They looked so attractive that I decided to try paragliding. Next, I went to Baba Dağ mountain and jumped down. While I was flying like a bird over the beautiful beach, I felt extremely happy.
What extreme sports would you like to try in the future?
I'd like to try hand gliding and rafting.
Okay, Claire. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Page 102. 8. Listen to the interview with the second teenager and tick the picture of his favourite extreme sport.
And now it's your turn. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. What's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan. Are you interested in extreme sports?
Yes, I like them a lot.
Why do you like extreme sports?
Because they're challenging. When you do extreme sports, you feel a sense of achievement. I think that's great.
What extreme sports have you tried so far?
I've tried wrestling, windsurfing, and mountain biking.
What's your favorite extreme sport?
It's wrestling. I'm crazy about it. Actually, I'm in the school team. My coach says that I'm gifted in it.
When did you try it for the first time?
When I was 14, my cousin Andy suggested going to a wrestling tournament. I accepted, and then I got really fascinated while I was watching it. When I came back, I talked to the coach. Next, he wanted me to wrestle with a boy. Although it was my first game, the coach told me that I had lots of natural talent, and he let me join the team at the drop of a hat.
That's great.
Yes.
What extreme sports would you like to try in the future?
I'd like to try weightlifting and scuba diving.
That's all, Dylan. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it.
Pronunciation, page 105. 2. Listen to the questions in Activity 1 and repeat with the correct intonation. Rising intonation in yes-no questions.
Do you have a few moments? Can you answer my questions? Are you interested in extreme sports? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Falling intonation in WH questions.
Why do you like extreme sports? What extreme sports have you tried so far? What's your favorite extreme sport? When did you try it for the first time?
3. Listen to the following dialogues and repeat with the correct intonation.
Are you fond of scuba diving?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever tried rafting?
No, I haven't.
When did you take up surfing?
Last summer.
How often do you go mountain biking?
Twice a month.
Listening and Speaking, Part 2, page 106. 3. Listen to the speaker and answer the questions.
Have you ever heard of Yasemin Dalkılıç? She is a famous Turkish sportsperson who has broken many world records. She was born in Ankara in 1979. She says she was very keen on swimming when she was only 3 years old. When she was 10, she became a licensed swimmer. When she was 14, she was selected for the Turkish national swimming team and became a diver there. She represented Turkey successfully in many tournaments around the world. When she was a student at Middle East Technical University in Ankara, she joined the free diving club. With that team, she competed so well in the World Freediving Championship in Italy in 1998 that she was regarded as the most successful female freediver there. Her first world record was in 1999, when she dived for 68 meters and remained underwater for 2 minutes, 27 seconds while she had no breathing equipment. Yasemin Dalkılıç was very talented at freediving, so she managed to break many world records in different categories. One of them was in the year 2000, when she dived for 120 meters, and as a result, she became the best female free diver of the world to dive the deepest. Yasemin Dalkılıç is interested in various extreme sports as well. She says one of her favorite extreme sports is skiing.
Workbook, page 61. 3. Listen to the radio program and answer the question.
Good evening, everyone. You're listening to Julie Taylor from Radio Alive. We have a guest here, Tony Clark. He's crazy about extreme sports. Hi, Tony.
Hello, Julie.
Tony, could you tell us some of the extreme sports you have tried so far?
Sure. I've tried lots of extreme sports, but I'd like to mention 2 of them this evening. The first one is ice climbing. If you want to try it, you should climb on a frozen waterfall or a mountain covered in ice. Of course, you need some equipment. For example, ice axes are really important. And you have to take some other equipment, like a safety harness and a climbing helmet. I first went ice climbing in Scotland last year. I was fascinated, and I've tried it in a few different places this year. I liked Canada the best. I had a fabulous experience there.
How terrific!
Yes. And I'd like to talk about base jumping. It's one of my favorites.
I think it's extremely dangerous.
That's right. Jumpers throw themselves off a very tall building, a bridge, a cliff, and so on. A parachute is necessary for this sport. It's a specially designed parachute. You'd better wear a helmet as well. The world's most popular base jumping spot is in South Africa. I went there 3 years ago. It was great. In my opinion, another ideal place for the sport is in Venezuela. I recommend these places to your listeners.
You're a real thrill seeker, Tony.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.